All right, guys, we got a nice little expressway drive going. I was really tired earlier, so I stopped. I rested about 10 minutes, hydrated, cleaned the windshield, so I'm moving pretty good. Got about 274 miles fuel range. I'm getting about 15 miles to 24, depends on how hard I am on the gas. So when you're driving, you want to kind of maintain. I could turn on the cruise control, but I don't want to do that because I'm a little bit tired, and then you'll be less likely to pay attention and just drive off the road. So if you're really tired, you should rest. I knew I was going to be traveling out of the country, so I mentally prepared and did get some rest. The pace is pretty nice. I had a few aggressive drivers tailgating me, so there are a lot of semi trucks out, and we need semi trucks because they helped protect us and provide us with goods. So I always respect a lot of drivers. I had a chance to drive from the metro area through the tunnel all the way up to Buffalo, New York, and it was really incredible how that large semi truck fits through the tunnel to Canada. So it was really incredible. I'm lifting my foot because I don't want to be on top of them. And I think a lot of these trucks have speed governors. I have to talk to some semi-truck drivers and ask them questions. So if you're a truck driver watching this, do you have a speed governor? I've heard about these things. They're good, they're bad. You know, I want to know your opinion. I really like how that semi-truck is really lit up. When I was little, I had a lot of models and put together trucks, and it was really cool, you know. I put them together, spray paint the truck. I do have a couple of models, so, you know, it's nice to have a little time, put it together. So I'm lifting my foot a little bit. It says I have my miles per gallon is at 35, but really it's anywhere from 19 to about 22, 23. I'm at 269 fuel range. I used to drive for a company, and we had to document all of these things. What is the fuel range? What is the temperature? You know, how many miles to empty? You know, you had to document all this. If you went to a gas station, you had to write down the name of the gas station, the address, the pump number, because if you ever get bad gas and your car will run like crap, or your truck, it's terrible. I don't wish that on anyone. We had that in our location where customers were getting gas that had water in there. I don't think it was the station's fault. So it says I'm about 11 miles from my destination. I'm feeling pretty good. But, you know, you always got to be careful. That's a really steep ramp. Man, you can see how steep that is to my left. The longest drive I've been is about 18 hours. 5 tankfuls of gas, older car. You know, if you're watching this content, I hope you enjoy it, because I'm narrating what is it like driving on an expressway, going from a huge metropolitan area to another one. This is deep interstate driving. This is not you getting on a freeway for 5 minutes. This is like you are out here, and you've got to really focus on keeping your car safe. You've got to watch traffic merging on, deer running across, debris. You see both of those trucks in the other lane. They're driving. And the biggest thing, these semi-truck drivers, they push, man. They drive. That's a Mustang over there. I can tell by the lights. So you gotta, oh wow, look how fast you're going. You gotta really know about your vehicle and just take your time. I make a decision to drive in the left lane. It's not a lot of traffic, but I want to kind of keep going, and I'm looking ahead, watching these trucks get over. They broke down. Whew. tough, man. That's why you got to have some emergency equipment. I have some videos on that. Gloves, tow rope, a flashlight that you can put down on the ground, air compressor. So you need some, you see the lights flash, that let the other driver know it's okay to get over. So I'm gonna do some tutorials on that. You know, have $100 and really kind of pick up the things that you would need if I had a chance to start over again. You know, I will be looking at, you know, my content. I do a lot of driving tutorials. We're staying out of these trucks' blind spots, and I just want to keep going. I got to get off on exit 75. So, exit 75, we're at exit 81. Moving pretty good here. Once you find that comfortable speed that is safe and consistent, I don't have the cruise control on. I could, but I don't, and I want to stay alert. My eyes are a little bit dry. I'm a little tired, but I'm not totally exhausted. I'm happy that I'm getting close to my destination, so that makes me feel good. I want to arrive alive, and that's what I need all of you to know, is you want to arrive alive, you want to be safe. It says follow detour. You gotta go to exit 75. It said exit 78 was closed, so I'm like, whoa. And that's a good point. You always want to have more fuel than you need, because there could be detours, there could be an accident. That does happen quite a bit. So we're good. Fuel range is 265. Going around this curve nice and easy. These tires on this vehicle, I want to describe them to you. This vehicle is kind of high up in the air. It's not lifted, but this is a 2022 Trailblazer. It's not the high-end model. I think it's in the middle. I just don't like these tires, and I don't feel like I have the stability that I need. I put it to you like this: I wouldn't buy this as my own. This is you know, one for the channel that I'm using. I've done some content in this on the roads in the rain, and it's very scary, but the pavement is pretty dry. Looks like there's some construction here. If you look at the wall, you'll hit the wall. If you look straight ahead, you'll be fine. This car is really going fast, pushing them too hard. Exit 75 is the one we want. It's pretty peaceful. I've towed a trailer basically across the country all the way down to Florida. Had an event down there with a 18-foot trailer with a race car. I think it was a 68 Camaro RS. Had to go down to Moroso Motorsport Park, and when you're going through the country like this and you're tired, driving 3, 4, 5 in the morning, it's, you know, if you have a flat tire or blowout, you got to change that yourself. And I've been through that before. You have a couple extra trailer tires, you can change that tire in about 15 minutes or less. Get some WD penetrating oil, spray them on the lug nuts, and you got to keep pushing. You have to have that no quit attitude. I wasn't on the platform then, but I can tell you these stories that last you a lifetime. No one else is going to do it except for you. So you got to rely on yourself, and that's why it's so hard when you're out there traveling by yourself. You got to make sure you have good equipment, good tires, good brakes, jumper cables, all the necessary proper lubricants, and then you're good. It says 2.2 miles, then I need to get over to the right. So I got a decision. Do I want to get behind this truck? Do I want to get in front of it? So I'm moving pretty good. starting to look shiny here. I'm wondering, is it wet? Is it cold? Fuel range is 261. Miles per gallon, 19. But driving to Orlando, Florida with a trailer going across the country, Waffle House, you know, going through your transmission guy's place because you got to get that transmission rebuilt, it made me a better teacher, a better instructor. Would I have done anything different? Probably not. My trailer was stuck in Detroit. So, wants me to get off it.
Take exit 75.
Okay, this is exit 75.
In a quarter mile, turn right on Oakwood Drive. Turn right on Oakwood Drive.
And then this is a triple turn. You see those automatic lights? And I'm checking, turning on my blinker. I'm just gonna wait a second.